Welcome back to another episode of Strikers Media Podcast. This is episode number whatever it is. My name is Raffi. That's Jesus. That's Rashan and Leo who are doing something. And that's Santos.
It's Jeebus.
So, Jeebus. This is Jeebus. Big gerbil. So
The biggest. The biggest.
So I'm gonna ask you real quick, Santos. Can you just do a quick recap of what we talked about last time and just kind of go over everything, or whoever wants to go over it?
Yeah, last time I did a lot of research. Today, not really, but I'm gonna tap in real quick.
That's what I'm asking you to talk about last time.
Don't worry, I got this. So
Okay.
one of the things we talked about last time was Diddy, right?
Big thing.
We made assumptions. A lot of things weren't clear as of yet.
A lot of allegations. You know, allegedly.
But a lot of things got cleared up since then. I was hearing. Other thing we're gonna talk about is basically j.cole and Kendrick. Some more stuff went down there. Drake is still absent from the picture. It's a little weird. But,
I don't think he's absent.
You look up to him.
We'll talk about that. It's like I don't think he's absent.
Well, you know,
He
he's not
hasn't said
absent,
it- he
but
hasn't
there's
said
no
anything.
response.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
There's not a response to it, but he's dropping hints.
Yeah. Big coming.
All right, but yeah, what's going on with Diddy? I mean, I heard he's in Miami right now, just driving around.
Living his life.
He's living
Living his life. Living his life in Miami. They got
Wait, what?
They got videos of him, you know, just strolling on his bike. People taking pictures with him, you know.
We were saying he was like on an island.
No way.
Who said that last time?
Okay, so last time
Was it you?
Yeah.
So you were wrong for once?
No, I wasn't wrong.
Okay.
I was not wrong. I didn't
All right,
put out the
all right.
information. No, so last time allegedly he went to an island.
Now it's allegedly. Now it's allegedly.
Apparently the island was Miami.
Yeah.
The island was Florida.
So allegedly, last time he was on he supposedly flew out. They let him fly out, but he never was on the plane. It came to reports that he actually never got on the plane. The plane landed on the island or whatever. I can't remember the name right now. But he stayed in Miami. And yeah, he's in Miami. I guess you know.
I mean, it's the best time.
Not staying low, but staying pretty low. At first, they didn't know his whereabouts, and then you know they have a
So
video
the cops
come
are
out.
not looking for him? I thought they found like drugs in his house and everything.
No. They found like a lot of cameras and stuff like that.
But they can't get mad about him having cameras. That's his own property. Right?
Yeah, his own.
I mean, if you're recording people in your house without their consent,
But it's just your house.
Technically,
No,
Florida.
it's your
I don't know about Florida.
it's some you gotta look at the technicalities.
it was
So,
in
for example, was it in California?
Yeah,
California.
yeah.
California is a two-party state, so even if you're on private property, you have to. There has to be signs posted you're being recorded. It's
Well,
two-party state. You have to.
I mean, we don't have
yeah, like I can't
Diddy's
record a
apartment.
conversation with you without you knowing to use in court, for example. So he's not allowed to do that. It's a two-party state. You're not.
if he had like some type of dirt on somebody.
But it's more like a slap in the wrist.
Yeah, it's not the same as kids.
I mean,
but like yeah,
I doubt
it's
he's getting
pretty bad.
slapped in the wrist. Or the feds are raiding his house.
Yeah,
Like,
because the thing is, if they stick him with a small charge like that, they can't. It's gonna be a lot harder to stick him with a bigger charge.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be like, "Who cares about the cameras?"
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I watch Suits.
and allegedly, then the snitch or like the person that's giving like the information, cooperating with the feds, is someone that used to work with Diddy or like be like his security guard or something like that. The one basically giving like information. You have Cassie working with them. A lot of other actors have came
is
out
it confirmed
and
that
said,
Cass is working with him?
Yeah.
maybe
I think Cuba.
Maybe your own.
You guys know that Cuba Goodings, or I think that's his name. Cuba Goodings. I think that's his name. Another like actor in Hollywood. Just cooperating with the feds, working with the feds. That's all that's been like at least this week reported on that. And so
You think it's like just obvious that Diddy don't care? Like he's like,
if you're getting caught in Miami just strolling around on your bike without no security,
You don't
and
care.
just like your best friend, like
Well, that's kind of what you want to portray too. I mean,
you know
what I'm
again in America
there is that too. It's like if you're running,
yeah.
In America, you're guilty till innocent. So unless they got you on a charge, I mean, they don't have nothing. Apparently, they don't have enough.
guilty
have
till
no, like-
innocent. It's innocent till
innocent
guilty.
till
I was
guilty.
like,
I said that. I said
I'm not sure.
It's
innocent till
the
guilty.
black and
so,
innocent speaking.
unless they have enough to get him, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
He got money. He got lawyers. Technicalities would be handled.
Damn, so they don't got no like concrete evidence on him, like doing some like weird shit that he was doing.
Not this came out.
But
Obviously,
for-
they're not gonna let people know until the case is actually going.
Yeah, but I mean, for them to raid his house, they have to have something that's.
And for
It's
him
a
to be so
probe. It's a
relaxed.
probe. It's a probe. It's allegations, and they brought up, pending them investigation. They'll figure it out. Maybe he'd be free. Free Diddy,
Never know.
No Diddy.
Diddy.
Did he or did he not?
Everybody be like, free Diddy. They really mess with him. I mean, I haven't seen too many people come up, back him. So
No, I don't think anyone's really backed them. Everyone's been like dancing around the question.
Yeah.
It's like
where's his friends at? Where's his friends at?
For a question like that, of like, oh, did he ever do this? Did he ever do that? Right? Did he? Get
Did
it?
he?
Did he? For the question like that, either A, the answer is yes, he did, or no, he didn't. And if you're dancing around it, it's not because you're gonna say, oh no, he didn't. You would flat out say, no, he didn't, right? If the answer is yes, he did, and you were a part of it, or you were around it, you're not gonna say Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna be like, oh, you know,
Incriminate
some crazy
yourself.
stuff going on. You know, some things were happening, crazy parties. But they don't say like what actually happened.
What happened when it hit 2 a.m. and everybody's leaving at 6 a.m.?
Did they leave at 2 a.m.?
Hey, past 2 a.m. is demon time.
Big demon time.
Big demon time, huh?
Yeah.
What else we talked about last time?
The biggest.
j.cole and
j.cole and Drake.
So last time we talked, j.cole hadn't released anything, right?
Yeah.
No.
We're waiting for him to
Waiting for him to
respond.
respond.
Well,
He
before we
responded.
actually get into the topics, let's just kind of go over what we talked about, and then we'll go one by one and see like what the updates are on each topic and go from there. Because I feel like
That's what we're just.
because I feel like right now we just gave out a lot of new information about the whole Diddy thing. Like we already like that conversation got closed.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing new as far as any reports that I've seen. Kind of like died down since last week. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing like groundbreaking.
There's
you
been
know?
other headlines, you know.
Yeah,
Like-
other
Headlines
where-
by
where-
Drake,
where-
like
get it?
Drake, like
No, he still absent.
was it j.cole responded 7-minute
Yeah.
drill, you know, whole album drop, you know.
Dude, he
The whole album
buried Kendrick in that.
I wouldn't say he buried.
No, I would say he buried
I
him.
think
Well,
he did
you
it
can't
without
compare-
trying though.
You can't compare a
And
whole
he-
song to him to a verse, you know? Like all he did was a verse compared to what J. Cole did was a
Yeah,
whole
but look
song.
how quick he put that out, and he even said
That's
it in
a
the
verse.
song.
What do you mean?
No, he was
He
two
said
verses, no?
He said this is merely
hook,
in the
a verse,
song.
and
Okay.
another verse.
No, so like the verse was him responding to like, you know, them making the song, and then he took shots at Drake after. He's like,
Kendrick.
because
Wait, you talking about Kendrick or J. Cole right
Hey,
now?
we're talking about
Kendrick.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad,
yeah. That's the
my
thing.
bad.
Kendrick just did a verse
Yeah,
on Future's song.
Yeah.
Okay.
But j.cole did a whole ass song.
Oh, you mean like album, like the album.
Album, song, whatever.
EP.
I mean, I don't think he did a whole album. I think the album was already ready. He just added the song.
7-minute drill was the
7-minute
main
drill.
one where he was like
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
the shots
yeah.
back, and I don't feel like it was anything crazy. I feel like it was like subtle.
Because it's
stuff.
J. Cole. If there was the same song, but it was Drake, you'd be like, oh, bro, he did this and that.
I feel like that Drake released 7-minute drill word for word, Rashan would be glazed.
No,
Bar for bar after.
I swear to God.
I feel like if Drake did a 7-minute drill song, you know, he's destroying you. Like people are gonna be playing that in the club, like turned up.
Right now,
Drake
they're not
gonna
tuning
be
in
his
to the
ghost
club.
rider.
Just turn it up to any song that Drake dropped. What you mean? If they're playing like that in the club, they gonna play Drake in the club, especially if it's going number
You're
one.
never wrong. You're never wrong.
Like that just went number
But see,
one.
here's the thing. Here's the thing for me. Oh yeah, I mean everyone's talking about it, and they got what they wanted. That song went number one after it was a diss track on Drake and J. Cole. Everyone's talking about it. Hit number one. That's kind of like what their goal was, most likely. Like I don't think they actually had beef with Drake, right?
I mean, there was a chance that it probably wouldn't not.
Yeah, it
not
was
done
all,
well.
I think it was all like publicity.
I did
I
listen to
think
last
it's
time
all
too,
publicity, bro. But on top of that, like in J. Cole's song, in 7-minute drill, there was a part where he says, "This is merely a warning shot to get people to back down." Like it's like
Yeah.
imagine like I wrote this in 2 days. Don't try me if you guys really want to get into a actual battle, beef, you know, constant like war. Don't try me, type of thing.
And so how do you feel about the apology then?
So here's the thing with that. Hey, I want to hear what you have to say about it
Ain't
first.
no
'Cause I know
way.
we're not gonna say the same thing.
So just
You don't like J. Cole anyways.
just as far as rap goes, I mean, I don't really. It's not that I don't like J. Cole. His music just doesn't hit me like how it hits other people, right? He's very like lyric, you know.
Very cool.
Yeah, like
For
when
me,
Drake
like,
drops a song, it feels like he's
trying to
helicoptering your
trying
face.
to be deep, you know. It's like
What?
that's not for me. So
Hold on, let the man finish.
as far as like rap goes, especially like if there's a beef with people and you're trying to come out and, you know, respond and, you know, hey, give my 2 cents, whatever's going on behind the scenes, you don't come out and apologize right after you respond.
Not in public, especially.
Not to the on stage and all
yeah.
that. If you had to apologize to someone from a diss track, I feel like that should be done behind closed doors and then let people know maybe in the future, like, oh, I know why he hasn't responded. Oh, in an interview, oh, we actually squashed it behind closed doors.
But see,
Because
I don't think he did the apology as an actual apology.
Because now you had it Future and Kendrick kind of against J. Cole and Drake, and now it's like Drake is like on the island by himself. And Kendrick is like, okay, maybe Kendrick might not even accept his apology, but at least J. Cole is like, well, I'm not going to be against these guys. Because I don't think he said anything towards Future. He said towards K-Dot, he took it like
it was
maybe
all
personal.
it was all K-Dot.
And so, you know, he's taking those shots, and then you come out apologizing. And it's like, okay, now dang, what is Drake supposed to do? Now, you know, Drake, he came on stage, you know, he kind of seemed like he was hot about it. And now he's left like, all right, now he was on my side, now he not really on my side. I'm not going to let these dudes diss me. I'm number one. I'm the biggest artist, you know, and I've been cooking up. I just got off my tour. I just did 88 shows. And
Your store finished?
yeah, tour's finished. 88 shows. I'm about to come with delivery. I expect him to come out and deliver something
he's
crazy.
gonna come with some heat for sure.
And it's gonna be something maybe turn, maybe something mellow, but he's gonna deliver for sure.
And what if he
What if
doesn't?
it,
They're gonna
completely
be
flops,
let
bro?
down.
If he flops it,
I don't think it'll flop. It's Drake. Drake could
it's
release complete
very low
trash
chance,
and it won't flop.
Very low
It's
chance of it flopping, but I mean, it's Drake, so it's gonna be something turned up, something you're gonna be like, damn, like something we didn't know, and then maybe we might get another. It's entertainment. I feel
like
that's
another song from Future.
maybe
and
another
K.
song
Dot.
from
someone
something.
else hops on, joins
And
the
I feel
beef.
like rap should be that way. You shouldn't be coming out apologizing. If anything, the beef starts getting too personal, and maybe it starts feuding. You start, bringing other people into the beef. Maybe it might be time to squash it. But until then, it's all entertainment. Go ahead and say what you got to say on the track, and get it off your chest. Maybe something you've been bottling up, something the way you've been feeling from like years back. Get it off your chest. He took a shot at you. I'm not gonna just let him beat up on you. Like if somebody take a shot at me, I'm not gonna let him beat up on me. It's like, hey, I'm gonna keep going too. And then you get your get back.
That's what pretty much I think his name is Academics.
Yeah.
He was saying like rap has been boring. Everybody's been too nice to each other. So this is now like some competition. Everybody people talking shit.
Friendly fire,
which is good for
Going
rap.
back to the whole apology from J. Cole, I don't think it was an apology because you're saying apology could have been done behind closed doors. I don't think his goal was an apology. I think
he came outside.
No, hear me out.
He came outside.
I haven't even said nothing yet.
Bro, but he came outside.
I don't think, bro. He said it in front of everybody on stage.
Hold on. I don't think he was apologizing to actually apologize to Kendrick. I think he was doing that as a statement of like, look, I'm still a man. Like I buried you, but I'm still a better artist than you, and I just want to let you know. Like
He said he was his friend.
yeah, well, yeah. Still, at the end of the day, it's just him like saying like, again, I'm a bigger person. It's more of a statement rather than him actually apologizing for his forgiveness. If
But I
that
feel
makes
like
sense.
that's how J. Cole is too. He's very
Apologetic.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
This is y'all favorite artist, ain't it?
Yeah.
one of my favorite artists.
It was until you apologized. He looks a little soft now.
I was waiting for a chance to talk,
Go ahead.
No, but in the past.
Yeah. So anyway,
Not again. But in the past, I mean, he's even stated it before, like, as rappers and, people in the black community, instead of putting each other down, they should be building themselves up. And in the past, he has dissed other people. And within the disc, he mentions this, that he doesn't want to do that this and this and that.
Yeah.
He has mentioned that before, and he has said it. But here's my thing. I feel like maybe this is why he's saying it. I'm not sure. I'm just assuming here. But Kendrick, when he dissed, he kind of didn't really, instead of Drake, not J. Cole. He didn't go like straight at J. Cole. It was mostly at Drake. Mm-hmm. But when it came to J. Cole, he was kind of just mentioning, look, I'm number one, right? On the other hand, you have J. Cole responding, although he responded like a warning. That wasn't a real diss. I'm just letting you guys know. If he wanted to, he would go crazy. But
I mean, he's talking shit about his album he's dropped in the last 12 years. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
He was talking shit.
You're only being talked unless you're mentioning me. Like
that's what I'm saying. So
your first album.
That's where I'm saying that I feel like he realized, like, look, Kendrick wasn't really going at me like that, and then I went I went above and beyond, and now started attacking him like personally on little things like this and this and that.
And he's like,
So
oh,
I
he
feel
didn't
like
meant to.
I was like, yeah,
He got things that he didn't meant to,
bro. If you gonna make a song, you gonna make a song. I'm not.
they're homies.
If you right hook me, I'm not gonna let you right hook me.
homies.
You're my homie. I'm not gonna let you right hook me. And I'm like, oh man,
Dude,
I don't want to
okay.
fight you.
slap you. Oh, sorry.
Bro, let's not fight each other. No, bro, you're gonna get what you deserve.
I'm gonna get my get back.
Especially if it comes out of nowhere. Again, like if there was something to address and Kendrick didn't feel some type of way about J. Cole and Drake on first person shooter, it should have been like something done behind closed doors. Once you come out and you write a verse attacking these people, it's like, the response is coming. Because it's like, what? This is how you really feel?
I'm not gonna
All
lie
right,
though.
for sure. 7-minute drill on your ass. Who knows what the hell Drake's gonna do? Drake has always had like, I feel like he has always had people not say that he was like, the top artist. They have like a vendetta against him, stuff like that. So, them just coming out and saying something, again, any response is deserved.
Honestly, I wish
what pretty much Rashan said last time, I think it was on the podcast too. If you say something, you gotta stand on it. So pretty much him apologizing is like everything he's pretty much said was all
It was all
bullshit.
BS. Yeah.
Man, I wish he'd never done that, but I still respect.
I mean, what do you think?
Nah, he used to be my favorite artist, but after he, had to apologize publicly, nah, man. It's soft, bro. Come on, like, I mean, they were dissing back and forth. You know how entertaining that would have been if they kept dissing each other back and forth?
Kendrick might respond.
Who could respond with the best dick?
Exactly. Which I think J. Cole might have, but,
And
I don't know.
And
You
now
don't think
if
Drake's gonna be
Kendrick
better?
responds,
I mean,
But Drake
hasn't released it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't released, but I feel like Drake does make hits after hits. So whatever he does come out with, it's gonna hit. Whether how you said it's either soft or
I just don't feel like J. Cole apologizing was to actually get forgiveness, and then that's like the point I'm trying to make. I don't think he was trying to get Kendrick Lamar's forgiveness. I think he was just trying to make a statement of like, hey, I'm better than you. I could destroy you if I want to. That was a quick song.
Hey, you getting on stage talking about I'm better than you is not gonna do anything. Hey, we're gonna prove it in the song. Which song people like better? I'm waiting for the response.
He got standards.
He could have done it.
He got standards and morals.
Dude,
Going back
I hope when
to back.
Kendrick Lamar responds, bro, he says, fuck this
About to end your whole career.
And this shit was crazy. Everybody that likes J. Cole and Kendrick have been waiting for that collab album for a while. Like,
And then they just ruined it.
They talked about it. Like,
maybe they're planning something.
Hey,
you know
what? Maybe that's what it is. But I mean,
They squashed the beef with an album release.
Yeah, exactly,
Hey,
bro.
I'd be happy.
Whack. You came on stage already.
Once Drake's a feature, you're gonna be like, it's just tight.
Oh, I ignored the J. Cole Kendrick part. Listen to just
I
the
mean,
Drake's
they ain't
3
gonna get
lines.
feature anytime soon. People got animosity, and it's you
But
get
again, we're all
sensitive.
men, right? No emotional men. You know what happens.
These dudes are definitely emotional. They're making diss tracks about each other.
And then apologizing right away.
But see, he apologized because like, hey, like I shouldn't have done that. You know, he's not emotional.
You're on
You
stage.
you contradict yourself a lot,
bro. It's just certain things I feel like you don't do, and there's a right time to do it. And a lot of times, as a man, people don't choose the right time. And so, him being on stage doing that was the wrong time because you just dropped it, and everybody was feeling it. Like, all right, now K Dot,
like 2 days later?
Yeah,
2 days
and
later.
so it's
It's
like,
still soon, yeah.
you know, it's still settling in with people. I'm like, oh, he responded. Oh, man, people felt that it was soft. People felt that he was coming crazy. You know, and I feel like the delivery for J. Cole, at least, I was like, dang, he's attacking him. Like, bro, all your shit's whack. People don't.
But you can't deny it. The song was good.
Yeah, the song was good.
This is
Flow
good.
that switch, that was crazy.
And that's why I'm saying, like, you know,
I mean, that part.
you know,
That's like the one part I didn't like was the way he
you
switched
didn't go to the studio and be like, hey man, I'm gonna write it like this just in case, you know, I want to attack him, but not so hard. My bad. Let me do it like this. Like, come on, bro. You're writing a diss track or you're writing a response to a diss that someone like mentioned, like, man, I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm the big, ain't no big three. It's just me. Like, I'm better than all y'all. How are you better than me? I'm a writer too. Let's go at it. If I'm better than you at something, what you gonna do? You're gonna try to prove that you're not better than me. If you truly believe you're number one. That's
Like,
what.
if you were trying to play you in soccer right now, what would you do?
If Meek Mill responds to a Drake track saying that he the best rapper, what you think Drake gonna do?
Just wrong. I mean, you already
It's over with. It's
already
over.
back to back.
It's over. You're not gonna have that. Chris Brown coming out saying something like, "Man, you don't got nothing on me." What Drake gonna do? He gonna respond, and it's like, I'm not saying that Chris Brown is a rapper or anything, but it's like, how would you respond to it? What song can you make towards Drake as far as a rapper? You know,
Drake has responded to a couple people. I mean, back in the day,
because he's been up top. He's been number one for a while. So
and
they're
people
gonna
got
be
the
coming at you.
animosity, and they're like, you know, it's, oh, how is this dude doing this? How he got this writer? They try to expose him for this. They try to expose him for that. It's like he takes all those hits, and you know, he still delivered. He's still on top. You know, but yeah, that's my opinion.
I mean, I'm a J. Cole guy. So I'm a.
Who you got?
I was J. Cole guy, but now I'm a Drake guy.
You don't even have to ask. he models will look after him.
Drake. I go J. Cole.
I'm disappointed in J. Cole, to be honest.
That
whatever.
is a little disappointing, but I feel like he'll come back.
I feel like he's a man. You know, he did the right thing.
Eminem's releasing an album, so we'll see what.
Oh my.
Oh my God! Stop talking about that.
His,
bozo.
what was not the last one? Was it the last album, or was the one before that that was just like
Which one?
Wait,
horrible?
which one exactly? Because nobody remembers it.
I'm gonna just leave, bro.
Literally, bro, I try to look at Eminem's albums, bro. I got literally like bored, bro.
You gotta listen to the old shit. You know, you can't even listen to the new shit. 'Cause
What,
it
else did we talk about last time?
won't be smacking.
I think that was pretty much a recap of what we spoke
Yeah,
about.
we
We
didn't
got
have much
some
time
new
for-
events, you know, going on. You got the solar eclipse that just happened today.
Oh yeah, I was so excited
yeah.
to sit at home
The
and
end of
not
the
watch
world
that.
and all these
I didn't. I woke up at 12 today. I missed it.
How do you
Yeah.
wake up at 12?
It wasn't nothing
I was
crazy.
sleepy.
He's the laziest guy.
It wasn't nothing crazy. I'll be honest.
Yeah, bro, I
It was
woke
a big
up,
hype.
went outside, it looked normal. I
It was
went
like the
about my day.
light.
I was like, look at
We didn't get too much of it. It was just them.
Nah, bro.
Couldn't see nothing, bro.
That,
For real.
since there's a city in Mexico called Mazatlan.
They had
It was
the full eclipse.
They had the full eclipse, the first one to experience it, and even NASA went over there, flew over there, and had like the full experience of the eclipse. You know, for it's like
What do you think NASA studying with that? Like you just
They were studying the ionized field or something like that. They were studying some field that's the magnetic field and seeing how it affects.
the total eclipse.
Like we get the radiation that's spit off from the sun.
Oh.
And they were not solar flares,
solar
just like
flares.
from the
Actual
light,
radiation?
from the light that hits us. It's deflected by the gravitational field.
damn.
They're studying the isotopes and like how that affects.
Rashan got some IQ.
When did he become a scientist?
call, bro.
Yeah, bro.
back to college?
And they were also seeing how it affects like their satellites that they have up there. They sent 3 rockets, so they were doing all that. You know,
3 rockets.
Yeah, they did all that to study how it affects the field.
That's how I want y'all to be. When we have like a topic coming up, I want you guys to be like looking it up like this. I want you to go down to the history of it.
Yeah.
100 years back of whatever's going on. If it's Drake and J.Cole, go back 100 years.
A lot
Who
of
was
people,
his grandpa?
a lot of people had like
What his grandpa
conspiracies about like, oh, they're sending 3 rockets, head of the snake and
I
Greek
saw
god,
that. I did see
the
that,
Hindu.
yeah.
I'm like, man, people just get on social media.
When I
and
get your
anything.
age, bro, I want to have the knowledge you have. For real.
Okay, well,
It's not easy,
before we get into any other topics, I want to get like a little sidebar going on. What do you guys think about guys leaving their homies to go hang out with a girl, but not like your wife or girlfriend of like a long time, just a girl you just met like a month,
Clown.
2 months ago? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. The only reason I said it is just because I've been with my girl for so long. So I can relate to that.
He has to say that.
But here's the thing: you've been with her for so long, and I've never seen you like leave us to go like, hang out with her instead.
Nah, yeah. I feel like, I mean, homie time is homie time. You feel me? Homie time is homie time.
Hey, pause.
Hashtag homie
Oh,
time.
put that on a t-shirt.
that's
Jeebus'
what you call
face. Homie time is homie time.
Nah, she just came out today.
Hey, guys gotta have their homie time. You know.
Yeah, you can't do what you're
Homie
going.
time.
Where you going?
Necessary.
I'm going to have my homie time.
I'm with my bros, bro, whatever.
With the
Hey,
boys.
I don't know. I just
cut
feel
that
like
out,
if
bro,
it's
please.
someone you, I'm keeping that in. I'm emphasizing it. I'm gonna slow down. It's gonna be you saying homie time, like zoomed in. But no, I feel like if it's someone you just met and like you just been talking, like you just started talking to this person, I don't think you could just leave your bros for that. Like maybe bring her around your bros. But
Haven't
like,
you done that before?
I used to, yeah. I learned from my mistakes.
So what was going on in your head when you were making this choice?
Dude, at the time I was whipped. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'll say it flat out. Yeah, I was like so hung up on this one person. I was
No,
like,
but
well, no. The person that I did this with was with I was with her for almost 3 years.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say,
different.
you were with her
I
for
was
a
with her for a
minute.
long time.
Oh, no,
it wasn't like 2 months.
okay, I'm saying like now in your dating relationships, like okay.
No, recently I
No,
haven't.
I see some signs that you like kind of prioritize, like, hey,
No,
bro,
I
gotta-
wouldn't.
Nah,
I see Raffi cancel on.
Yeah, he
on some
canceled.
to like pull up with us.
No, but he canceled, but he's still kind of like, oh man, like I gotta. Go
I
do this,
canceled.
like-
I had 2 in one day, and I canceled both. And then someone else made us cancel the whole thing, and I was like, bro,
Hopefully they don't watch this because
I
you said
don't- I
two in
think-
one day.
Rafi's only talked to one girl.
One girl
every hour. Oh, stand on it. I don't care. That's it. I really don't care. Like I'm not. I don't got a girlfriend. I'm fine.
Yeah, man.
So-
you guys already know my take. I would never prioritize it. But even when I was single, I never prioritized a girl like over my friends. You know, if anything, I tried to get any girl that I was talking
just
to.
the camera.
You know, I bring her around
This
my
one's about to
friends.
do
Like,
it.
hey, I'm doing something. Obviously, if there's like come the time like obviously if you're truly interested in her, and you know you're trying to spend some time with her, you might not see her like once a week or something. Then okay, I feel like it makes sense. Like, oh, I haven't seen her all week.
Yeah,
trying to see her.
I was gonna ask you, what if you made plans with her already, and then like the homies hit you up, hey, you know what? Let's go do this.
On
Let's
some
go.
like last minute shit.
Last minute shit. Yeah.
If you're not claiming like a title on it, and you know you
canceling?
you're control. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Personally, I
you have to
cancel.
have some
You already know I
control. You have to have
Right.
some control, right? Obviously, you want to spend some time with her, but I mean, your friends are going to be there when your relationship's over.
Facts.
So, for you to be the guy to like kind of like drop your homies, and I've had friends do this that that I don't even really talk to anymore, just because they were those type of guys. They were very dependent on like their lady being around. And it's like, hey man, we're going out with the guys. Pull up. Oh no, I can't be around. Such and such wants me to do here. They make any excuse.
Yeah.
Any excuse to not do it, and then it's like, they just prioritize their girl. And a lot of times you have guys that they don't prioritize, they homies, and it's like, hey, we're gonna be there when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, like, all right, when this shit's over, you're gonna be like, hey man, like, what's going on? Like, and like, I've been hitting you up for a whole year.
I've been
trying
there
to
when
hang
I was
out.
when I was with that girl that you were talking about. Again, almost 3 years on and off. Oh, actually, almost all together, almost 4 years on and off. Like the people that I used to hang out with when I started first meeting her, hanging out with her.
You don't even talk.
I don't talk to any one of them anymore. And I see them at the gym now, like here and there, and they'll be like, "Hey, like, what's up?" And they'll just like,
The
They're
friendship is
standoffish.
disconnected.
Yeah.
Didn't you go through something like
You went
that?
something like that.
Yeah.
Whole
So
experience, right? Go ahead and tell
I had
me.
like my homies before I met my ex. I met her, and then I can't just blame it all on her. I was working a lot, but pretty much when I was with her, bro, I literally just dropped my homies, bro. It was just about work and about her. But then after
What made you want to do that?
Well,
Like,
it
what was
was not-
going on like emotionally with you?
it was just like a lot of work, bro. I was just working all the time, and then like all
Like
my
the time you
homies-
had off, you would
Yeah, yeah.
hang out with her.
every time I got off, I'll just go with her, and then my homies wouldn't be able to like, pretty much like be out too late type shit.
Yeah.
Right? We were younger, so.
I mean, but if you prioritize your girl, and then it's like if your homies are like, "Hey man, you're free, like come pull up with us. We haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. Why would you? Why would you choose to not hang with them?"
No,
But you were-
it was
but
a
you were
mistake.
going-
It was a mistake. It was a
like,
mistake.
okay.
You were with her for a while too, no?
Yeah, I was with her for a while.
So
I don't think any of our situations we're talking about like, oh, I just met this girl. It's been a month. Like, I don't
no,
think
even then, you get just because you get in a relationship doesn't mean you drop your homies.
no. There
So
has to be a balance regardless.
Yeah,
There has to be a balance
and,
regardless.
and that's why for him, he pretty much dropped his homies and
Yeah.
prioritized his girl. I'm not saying like the situation of like someone.
But see,
not your girl.
that's a different topic. Is what I'm saying. Like we're talking about like you just met this person. It's been a month. This is like 2 years going on.
It goes both ways. It goes both ways because that's what breaks the bond with your homies that have been there since like since middle school. Like for example, I was using my homie. This is someone I don't even know what he does. I don't know his job. This is someone I've known since middle school, and now I don't even know what he does because anytime that the homies had something planned,
He wouldn't be able to go.
hey bro, we don't answer his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, but you'll see him out somewhere with his girl.
Yeah.
Hey man, we're doing this. Oh no, he can't go.
you're
Oh,
still
but
friends
then
with
you
him?
see him. I don't even know what he's doing. I don't I don't know his life.
That's what he just said.
I don't know what's going on. And so that's like again,
I was, but he's
like I consider them a friend. Like I see him like, bro, how you been? Oh, you got a family now. Like I don't know what's going on in their life, and so that's why it's like. I just feel like that's not the thing to do. And a lot of guys who are very dependent on like having a girlfriend, like always got to seek to have a girlfriend. I'm like, bro, you need to just have time to yourself. Spend time with your homies.
Yeah, there was
Spend time with
a
people that are gonna
point where I
always
was
be
like
there.
that, where like I had to be in a relationship. I had to be with someone. Like when I broke up with her, we were on and off. So like, we'd break up for like 2 months, 3 months. In that 2 months, 3 months, I'd be like, bro, I gotta be with someone. I gotta be hanging out with someone, like laying with someone type
Yeah,
thing.
what's
right?
wrong with you? What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, he's not wrong. Because like I'm looking at that now, and it's like I like having my own time. I don't need someone there.
Yeah, but what was going through your mind? Like, what made you
That's the
make
thing.
that choice?
I was younger, obviously. I was like 18 to 20, 18 to 21, maybe. No,
You
18 to
felt
20.
that you had to do that to keep your girl or something?
Not that I had to keep my girl. It's like when we broke up, I didn't want to be alone. Like I got used to having someone there, and it's like it became like an emotional crutch, right?
Yeah.
So that was the issue that I had. It's like I needed to have someone there, so I don't have to think about other problems, other things going on.
So there was never a time in your life that like, you know what, I need to just be focused on me.
But now, ever since I started doing that, life has gotten a lot better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's,
Didn't I tell you this when you were like 20?
and what I told you, I said you were right, but I'm not used to that. I was trying to get out of that. Finally, that broke.
A lot of the
happened?
times I tell them the right way to
Here
go.
comes Rashan being pick
Because
me.
he
I tell them to do
steers
this.
us
They never
wrong.
answer me.
A
They never
lot of
listen to
times
me.
there's a lot of guys in my life that I try to steer them the right way. And
Steer them the
I,
right
I, I
steers them
tell them I
wrong.
never steer you wrong. I'm not going to tell you something that's going to be like, I'm plotting on your downfall. I'm telling you this to better yourself. And so a lot of the times, guys that I know, I want better for them. I want them to be happy. I want them to live the same experience as me. And a lot of times they will rather learn from the experience than kind of like save themselves from
Yeah, but then
going through that
but let me hit you
situation
with
that,
this.
that I already saw coming. And so,
But sometimes you got to think of it like this: someone won't learn until they go through it too, though.
but if you have some,
right now.
no, wait,
Is that a bad point?
no, that was a great point. That was a great
I'm not answering myself.
That is a great point, but you got to remember at the end of the day, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I'm your friend, right? And
I
so
see what you're saying.
if I am here to help you and tell you the right things, there has to be something going on in your mind. You're like, you know what? I want to take Rashawn's consideration.
Something needs to click at some point.
Yeah, something has to click because I'm telling you something and then it plays out. I don't want you to be, it's like your parents. Your parents tell you things and you don't listen to them. And then you might later on in life, damn, my dad told me this might happen if I do this, right? And your parents tell you that because they've been through it. It's like a cycle. Everybody kind of goes through a cycle. So if I'm ever giving information to guys, it's because I've seen it play out somewhere else, whether it be with another friend, another relationship, anything. And
So he didn't say himself. Like,
so-
so to me, like,
I mean, no, because me personally, I never put myself in those situations. I never got tied up with a girl that was, toxic to me or like anything like that. Me, I knew right on from when I tell Lee all the time when I was younger, I was like, these are things that I didn't want for myself.
Yeah.
If I was ever involved in a relationship that there was something I know I couldn't handle later on down the line, I would drop it. And a lot of times my homegirls gave me shit for like, oh, if you you didn't even give this girl a chance. Like Rashan drops a girl over any little thing. I was like, well, because I knew that those would not be things that will
benefit you?
It's not that benefit.
There's little things that
like,
snowball in a relationship.
Yeah,
like it's a small thing that becomes a much bigger problem later
exactly.
on.
I allowed it now. It's something small. Let me just get over it. Oh, this little thing. Oh, I let it get over it. And I knew that those are not the things that I wanted because I was a very simple person. I'm not someone that takes so much to make happy. You could just be do the little things, and I'm fine with that. I'm not someone you need to surprise anything, right? And so a lot of times I tell, I give you advice. I give Leo advice. I give everybody advice, and I see the repeat pattern of like guys going through the same thing. And so I try to give people information on that so that they don't go through that. And a lot of times you guys might be stubborn, you guys might not listen. And I know, like you said, like, hey, some people do have to go through it. But then it's like they go through it and then they're in that state of like maybe a depression, or they isolate themselves. They they just conserve themselves and they're like, hey man, what's going on? Like, what's up with you and such and such? And they might not, they feel like some type of way. And I've experienced that with other people. That's why I try to save you before you even go through that.
I feel like you gotta listen to your homies.
We had a coworker that gave us a lot of information about his relationship and was going. He wanted my take because he was like, hey Rashan, I see that you give the guys a lot of information. You tell them a lot of stuff about this and this. So what do you think about this? He told me about his girl. He gave, her mannerisms, her personality. He gave me a brief little breakdown. He's like, what do you think about like how she is? And I told him straight up, I was like, bro, leave her. Drop her. I was like, bro. I was like, leave her. I was like, bro. I was like, bro, there's so many women out there. we can't. I was like, there's so many other women out there that you can have the happiness with. Why settle for the one that gives you the headache? And I told him this, right? I kid you not. And then he tells me, oh, it's already too late. I have a kid with her. And then I was like, okay, well, what about her? She has 2 kids already. I was like, oh my goodness, right? I'm like, bro, you're stuck.
He was losing his shit already.
You're stuck, right? She comes out. I was like, bro, she's going to change so much when the kid is born. There's so many other things you're going to see this happen. And he tried to be like, no, she's cool, bro. She's dope. She's this and that. Try to elevate her when he's already having issues 3 months into the pregnancy. Comes to have the kid. Comes to me personally and says, hey man, like you were right. Like there was something that actually happened and all I could think of was you. And I was like, man, I'm trying to see like, how do I solve my situation? What should I do? And I told him like, bro, now you pretty much kind of screwed yourself because now you're stuck in that responsibility. Now you have a woman that has a spite against you, going through your phone, just doing everything that I told you she was going to do. And now that is the reason why I tell people early on, because now you guys might meet somebody later on that's going to be like, oh, this woman's the best, she does this. And you're going to figure out, oh, like, hey man, come out to the club. Nah, man, my girl can't do this.
My girl says
my
no.
girl be going through my phone. My girl be doing stuff like that. And you're going to feel like, oh, damn, like this is a similar situation. Like I should tell them like, bro, you got to drop her. Sometimes it might be too late. And then again, I'll try to save people from that situation because you don't want to have a hard life. You want your life to be as easy as possible. We work a lot, right?
Yeah.
You want your life to be as easy as possible. I want all my guys to be happy. I want my guys to be able to be like, hey man, your girl's so dope. Like, oh, if your girl fucking hits me up to like plan your birthday, like I want you guys to be with someone that wants to do something like that because that's a great experience when you decide to marry her. She's someone worth. Someone worth.
Rashan
marrying.
has all this advice, and I'm always like, man. And I remember he's like a decade older than me, and I'm like, that's right. He's been through
what I've been thinking, bro. He already lived through everything.
Because it's funny, like when you tell me do, like for example, when he said leave her, like you guys are having problems, just leave her. And I was like,
I was like, how old are you again? he was like, bro, I'm 21. I'm about to be 21.
Damn, you look older than me.
I was like, man, bro, if you don't leave her, and I was like 26 at the time. I was like,
nah, you were like 27,
26.
I was 20,
I was
21,
26, turning 27.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And I was like, man, what the fuck? I was like, bro, if you don't leave her, I was like, what are you talking about right now?
You've been going for a minute. Let him get his thoughts. Let's move to the next topic because we're running out of time.
No, yeah. I mean,
extend it. This one, yeah. Go.
Hey, 9 out of 10, Rashan's right. 9.5.
9.5, but you guys still don't listen.
That guy that asked you for that advice, so don't you think that's already like a red flag with him even going to you for advice? Just like, damn, he already knows.
No, he didn't want to. It wasn't that he came to me advice. Is that he saw things I would say about dating women that have kids. I was like, sometimes when you're looking at women that you're attracted to and they have kids already, you got to see, hey, why is the dad not in that kid's life?
Yeah.
Why is the dad not there? And if the dad's there, not to put any fault on the women because the guy might be a piece of shit, but why wasn't she able to have a relationship with this guy that she chose to have his kid? Remember how we talked about like women that are just choosing to have piece of shit guy's kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, why did she go through having this man's kid? The guy could be a piece of shit, or she could just be crazy. And it's like you have a woman that has 2 different kids by 2 different dads, and they're like 3 years apart, maybe 2 years apart. It's like, hey man, I think there's like a red flag there. Not to say that all women that have kids, maybe they just, again, they went through things, but there has to be a reason this woman is almost 30, almost 28, 20,
keep a man.
25, got 2 kids and can't keep a guy. She's obviously looking to date, and I feel like women have, I don't want to be like fucking fresh and fit, but but I feel like
You just name drop another podcast. Get out.
no.
Get out.
I don't want to be like them, but sometimes what they say is kind of true. It's like a woman that has, I feel like she should be more open to the fact that like, hey, let me try to impress this man. Let me try to, I already have like a bag on my shoulder with my kids and stuff. I have to appreciate this man a little bit more for giving me a chance to, show that I, could be in a relationship with him and I could be the right way. I know I made mistakes in my past, but this guy might be the one for me. Let me do everything right by him. No, you have women that have 2 kids and they fucking, going through all this toxic stuff with the dude that they're supposed to be committed with. And so, again, I just try to save people from that because, again, like, why put yourself to that? You have a woman with 2 kids. You know what? You can start your own family with a girl that makes you just as happy as I am with my girl, and you guys could live a life. We could all go out somewhere, and you don't have to worry about your girl being jealous. We can all go out to the club without you having to be like, damn, let me text my girl and see if I can go. Oh, I don't want her to get mad at me, so let me try to like soften the hit.
Yeah, what do you think of like couples that share their location? You think that's a bad thing?
Depending on the reason why they share it for. My girl shares her location with me because of her job.
Right.
And so, if you're just sharing your location just to know where the hell someone's doing, like,
Nah.
Can you be checking it?
yeah, you have people that share location because their boyfriend or their girlfriend had cheated on them before.
Yeah, like something like that.
What are you even doing?
You leave at that point?
If you can't trust the person that you're with,
You leave.
and they haven't grown enough, don't stay in the relationship and cause yourself a headache every day. Leave that person, grow. You were a person that cheated. Why do you need to keep this person in your life? Why do you need to plead your case for the mistakes you made? And
Whoa, what's good?
She's like so thought. I see him like I was deep in thought, but there was something bothering my nose, so I was trying to pull that shit out.
I see him like the thought, man. He's like, he's probably gonna be on the cameras, but yeah, just
I'll make sure you get that segment in. Some shit's on my nails bothering me.
Leave that person and grow. Again, sometimes people can't work it out. You have to be a very like open person and forgiving person, and I feel like people that are forgiving and they can both be forgiving, they can make it work as long as they truly trust each other. You don't want to be a forgiving person and then all you do is have that in the back of your head.
Have you ever dated a girl with kids?
Never. Never. He said, I had to think about it. No. And so, and I told myself that I would never date a woman with kids because I want to start my own family. I know that a lot of women have burdens, and then you have to, live by their rules, live it to their custom. You have to see them when they're free because they have kids. They have more responsibility than you. It's like, I would rather have the responsibility with the woman that I'm going to marry.
What if she's like willing to give up those kids? Hypothetically speaking.
She dropped the kids for me. She's really a piece of shit. I would never have kids for her. She's gonna treat them terrible, It's
As soon as she said, "I got some kids," that's a deal breaker. Straight deal breaker.
I wouldn't. If I was single, I would never commit myself to someone with kids, just because I know personally that I would not want to be in that situation to earn the trust. I'm just not that guy. I'm not the right guy for that girl, and I know that off the rip. So I would never involve myself in the beginning. I tell you guys all the time, like, don't do it. Have her find a guy who has kids himself and gets involved with him because he already has the issue that she has. Hey, I'm a single father.
Yeah, their kids
I have
can
a
be
kid.
friends,
The kids could grow up together. If they're looking,
Steph, bro. Fuck your fruits, bro. That's what I live in. Fuck your
looking at me? I was just being like, fun. Like, they be friends, And he's like, hey, Steph, bro, y'all look at me. Y'all look at me. Not this dude.
Why'd you bring it up, bro?
You're
Come
out of
on.
pocket, for real. This dude obviously out of pocket.
Oh fuck!
I don't get it. I literally just said they can be friends.
Okay.
He goes, hey, Steph, bro, y'all look at me.
My dad always told me that. Like, don't date a girl with kids.
It's not. If you're a single man, especially if you're young.
Yeah,
especially young. Women have to
You're a freak.
reevaluate their life once they have kids. So it's like you're not going to be a priority over her kids that she has with someone else. You have to involve yourself in her life with the baby daddy, child support,
another
all that
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
You have to be someone that will take that on. And a lot of times that I've seen guys take on that role, it doesn't work out well for them. We've seen it personally. We know somebody has done that and they, try to be that person to play the part, and it didn't work in their favor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You must say.
Hey, look,
Go ahead.
I got a question for
on, Leo.
I want a question for Jesus. All right,
But
go
this
ahead.
is the same topic.
All
It's the
right,
same
all right,
topic. Just real quickly, I want to get this across. But you know how you said like it could work. I don't know if you said that, but it's crazy.
You know how you said it? I don't know if you said that, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No, hear me out. So I actually know an instance where, like, all that played out and it ended up working out. So, for example,
What?
damn, I don't know.
Give
Am I
me-
going?
Bro, the one time you speak,
go.
this is how you talk?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So, like, for example, like, I don't want to throw any names out there, but this person has
Just say
someone,
Mike.
right?
Just say like a
Yeah,
different
like this girl, Shelly. So Shelly, right, had a man forever, and Michael, and they were together for a while, right? Then they got separated, and Shelly had a kid with Michael, right?
Okay.
And then this new guy came into the picture, but the baby daddy's always gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the kid.
It's his kid.
Yeah. Right. So this baby daddy ended up getting a girl too, who ends up looking like Shelly. They look pretty similar.
Okay.
But either way, he has a kid with her, and the new guy has a kid with Shelly as well. So now everybody has kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And they're all cool with each other. Like they'll go out together, and everybody's like perfect.
family time?
Yeah, everybody.
And what's that? Like a 1 in a million.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
exception,
that's very
the
rare.
exception don't make the rule because
Yeah, but it's
they
crazy.
have a great relationship with each other that they're like, you know what, we worked this out. We're willing to co-parent. We're willing to
He's
co-parent.
like confused still. I'm sorry, I couldn't explain.
I
got what he
too,
said.
but I said it so wrong. I
No,
know. my fault.
I know the situation you're talking about because I think I caught what you
Yeah,
already said. They're able to work it out. They're mature
know
enough.
something, Michael?
A lot of people today aren't mature enough to even step up and
yeah.
do those type of things.
Dude, but it's crazy, like,
The
they're at-
insecurities get the best of them.
Yeah.
Like they're at parties and they're like, "Oh, that's your kid." Oh, they're talking to. Oh, they're cool. They're like,
Would
come
be
together.
crazy.
And that is, and I honestly think that's a dope thing because
Yeah,
then you
it's
don't
cool.
you don't have the kids don't develop a bad relationship like like that his mom hates my mom. I feel like
it's
that's
cool.
a dope thing. That's a dope thing to have.
All right, what were you
What we gonna ask, bro?
My fault. I got.
Because you got a girl, but y'all can also answer. I saw it on Instagram today.
What'd you just
what'd you say?
He's eyeballing the question.
What?
Say exactly what you
Say
just
what you
said.
said.
What'd you
I
say?
saw it on Instagram. I saw this question on Instagram today. So
You
I
said he
wanted to
has a
ask
girl,
him.
but what?
He has a girl, but y'all can also answer the question. you know?
Okay. I didn't know.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, yeah.
Damn, it got
All right.
confusing towards the later part of the podcast. I'm sorry.
All right, dude. Would you rather your girl have a lot of guy friends or a lot of hoe friends?
Ooh, which? Damn. Why? Damn.
Made it deep.
It's 'cause, I mean, you're in a relationship,
What'd you
so I want you.
She gonna see it. Damn. Well, they say you hang out with 5 millionaires, you're gonna become the 6th, right? So she hangs out with all these whole friends. She's gonna be on, the next hoe.
Honestly, bro, girls talk to me now. I'm just kidding.
Oh, say that again.
She's gonna see it.
So you think Angie gonna become a hoe because she's not
Nah.
a friend?
Hey, don't
Take
throw names out of
names.
yours. Shelly.
So you mean Benj?
No.
Nah, I feel like
Bro.
guy friends. I don't know.
A lot of guy friends.
Well, she's never had that many guy friends. I mean, whole friends.
And you don't hang out with them. And you don't hang out with them when they hang out. So either a lot of guy friends, no girls in that bitch. She's the only girl, or a lot of like whole friends.
Okay, whole friends for sure. Easy.
friends?
Yeah, whole friends. Just because I mean, they're girls, bro. Girls are gonna be girls, whatever. So
So you like your girls hanging out with hoes?
I mean, that's better than her hanging out with all these guys. I don't know. I don't know what's going
All
on.
right, how about you, Raffi?
So you insecure?
Not insecure at all, but
Yeah, honestly,
I mean, that it's the better or you know what I mean, like hanging out with whole friends. I feel like
I don't really have a preference. I don't care either one. Like if she has whole
You have
friends,
to
she has whole
choose,
friends.
brother. You have to choose.
So, so you have to make a choice.
You
If I
to make a choice. You
have to make a choice, whole friends.
Whole friends?
Yeah.
Sure.
And why?
And she got whole friends. Like,
you're insecure?
I got whole friends too. You know, like y'all can link.
I
you
see
know?
what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
I see what you're doing. I can do it
Yeah,
better.
you gotta play. Yeah, y'all playing checkers.
eyes,
I'm
eyes,
playing
eyes,
chess.
Eyes.
Okay. How about you, Rashan?
For me, I would do the whole friends.
Whole friends?
Because the whole
Why?
friends,
'Cause you're insecure?
because I'll plug in all the homies, like, you know, if they're wherever out somewhere.
That's what
you know,
I'm
you go to
saying.
Vegas, it's like, you know, if everybody's
Hey, bring your
likable,
friends.
you know, you can bring your
It's like your girl, like, hey, you bring it so and so. Like, okay, cool, I'll bring Leo.
and then also it makes it easier to get in everywhere we go.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
bring a lot of they probably know the bouncers
And
and
my girl
everything, everywhere.
and my girl knows 6
Every
dudes.
place.
Why would I tell her? It's like I already have friends
bouncer
that
gonna
are
get the-
guys. Why
she
would I
gonna
tell her to
walk
bring
up
out
to
6
the
more
club,
dudes?
the bouncer's gonna give her a hug.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna bring out 6, 7 dudes.
That's a good point. That's a good point for sure.
I think that was pretty easy. I'd say the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's an easy thing to come back.
Hey, you have another question though? I feel like you do.
Another one. Daughter, gay son, Jesus, hurry
Oh my
up.
goodness.
hurry up.
Hurry up, boy.
Oh my god, this has been all over Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all want to go out in public and ask people these
Daughter.
questions?
Probably could.
Daughter?
Probably could.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
daughter too.
I mean, she can make money.
OnlyFans?
Hey, I'm not a daughter.
Prostitution. Daughter in the prostitution.
I'm calling bans right now.
Shit, bro. He's about to like put it on a whiteboard when she's like 5. OF, girl.
What the fuck?
You're a weirdo, bro. That's not me.
Leo loves to. So you know what Leo loves to do? Leo loves to say some out of pocket shit.
Point at somebody else.
Someone else.
That ain't me, bro. That ain't me. That ain't me. But
Okay.
what you say? You said thought.
I said thought daughter.
My only reason, I have a reasoning though for choosing a thought daughter. You know why? Because I want my son to have a family. I don't want my legacy
be
to
grandpa.
stop. So I don't have
Gramps.
I don't have a big family.
Damn.
So I rather
I
my
want your
son,
last name to keep going.
I want my last name to keep going. And
But if you have a
and I'll
you
be
get
big
a
on
thought daughter,
You want
it's not going
grandson.
anyways.
No, it possibly could. Dude could probably choose upon her, whatever. It'd probably be a dumb dude. So you know, like
You want your daughter with a dumb dude?
That's my daughter. That's her life.
You want your
my
thought daughter with a dumb dude? Like, it's a big.
If we're talking hypotheticals for sure, but my daughter will never be raised to be a thought.
I hope that never happens though.
You swear
This is not real wood.
you swear me knowing how you guys know me that I would ever allow
Brother.
that type of characteristic or like
So you would beat your kid?
no, I'm not gonna
You would disown your kid is what you're saying?
no, yeah. I will feel
No, yeah.
I will feel disappointed because I want to have a family. I want my kids to have a family so that I can see my grandkids.
Yeah, I want my son to play some sports, especially like
Yeah, I want to have a bond
boxing.
with my son to be
Yeah,
very like
Because he's gay, it's not
I-
gonna stop playing
I want him to be a
sports.
reflection of me, you know. I want him to
You don't know
be a
that.
reflection of me. Like
100%.
I feel like, you know, picking up
Trust
on
me.
feminine mannerisms is not something that he can learn from me. Same thing for my daughter. If I show my wife, you know, the love and care, I would assume my daughter would like pick up on that and want that one day. I wouldn't want her to be a hoe out on the streets.
You do make a good point though. I was gonna say gay son, but that's a good
Gay
point.
son?
And that's not
It's
not
because
a
he
knock.
matches his father.
And that's not a knock at people that are that way. I feel like, you know, people choose their own life and, you know, whatever makes them happy, as long as they're happy doing whatever, they should do it, you know? If that's, everybody's not going to be able to understand the choices you
So
make
then what
in
if
your
someone's
life.
happy to be a transgender? Like they're a guy that wants to be a girl. Now all of a sudden, we are pretty much out of time. We're actually 5 minutes over.
Keep going. No.
We're 5 minutes
So-
over.
Okay, let it go.
Are you
let it
editing
go.
this?
The camera's
Let it
gonna
go,
stop.
let it go. So
The cameras are gonna stop.
you guys are just killing me.
Rashad, go ahead.
What do you
You
want?
got 2
What
minutes.
do you want?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Come on.
Go ahead.
Final thoughts. Go ahead.
Okay, final thought.
I think you got a lot of them. Just give one more.
Okay, so people being happy. So you mentioned like transgender people, right?
Transgender.
You say
Yeah, you're wasting these minutes.
I
Go.
feel like if these people were truly happy, it wouldn't be publicized for them to be accepted from everybody else. You don't seek acceptance from other people to make yourself happy.
Mic drop.
If you're truly happy with doing whatever you're doing, you wouldn't be like, hey, like,
I'm a guy now.
I'm a guy now. Like, I gotta let the world know. It's like, hey, you lived your life. You chose that path. Yeah, people might not accept you, but that's because of the choice you made. You have to live with that. You should know that, hey, if I choose to do this, people are not gonna accept me. I don't care. That's how you build confidence. If you truly accepted yourself for how you were, you wouldn't be on the world trying to get validation from everybody.
Yeah,
and that's a big thing.
I agree with that a lot because like at the end of the day, if it's something that you're choosing to do, it should not be something you teach in schools. It should not be something that you blast on social media.
It should just be something internal in yourself.
Yeah,
and you live your life that way.
my favorite thing is not. I can't say favorite, but hold on. Let me rephrase that first because I thought what I was gonna say, and I was like, wait a minute, that's gonna be a bad choice of words. Something that I find funny. Put it this way.
Now it's funny to know.
No, it's funny.
Now it's my not favorite.
They that community, they fear for their lives. Like, oh, we got persecution. We're segregated. We're this. We're that. We're like all these different things, right? But it's like you're putting yourself out there If you just did your own thing,
Nobody
your
would
choice,
care.
no one's gonna care.
And if you run into people that care, so what? You have to accept what came.
Like,
with
I
the
run
choice
into people
you
that don't
made.
like Armenians all the time, and it's like, okay, well, you have a nice day.
And that's why, like, again, like, it goes into the same thing. Like, you can even, relate it to like people who play like the racism.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't hate you because of the color of your skin. You might run into a select, or like they say, America's racist. You might run into. I've never met a racist person in my life, right?
I've
Me
never
either,
met
honestly.
someone that's like, oh, I hate black people. I hate.
Yeah, I ran into people that themselves they have experienced it, but
You were holding that in, weren't you? Yeah. That shit blew up.
those those people are gonna be. That's just the way the world is. You're gonna have people that don't like you for this. You're gonna have people who don't like you for your haircut. You're gonna have people that like you the way your face look.
What's wrong with this?
But
Why did you look at me as though you're What's up, bro?
Did I get offended when you said your haircut? Why do you think it's so personal, bro? What's wrong with you?
I'm an emotional man.
man.
I'm an emotional man.
Christ.
Go ahead, Rashan. My fault.
Homie didn't grow up.
I'm getting red again, bro. Go.
You red.
He's looking away from the camera.
but yeah,
Looks.
Hey, look
there's
over
gonna
here for
be
a second.
there's gonna be
We're gonna
people
talk after this.
that don't like everything about somebody, and that's fine. And people need to get over the fact that they need to get validation from everybody. So what if the dude's racist? This
Stop
dude's
victimizing yourself.
Yeah, don't victimize yourself. Hey, this dude's racist. So what? So what? You turn to be a, you turn
be
out to-
racist
you-
back.
Yeah, you turn out to be a trans.
Racist
You
back.
turn to be a trans. The guy says your wrong pronouns. So what? People are not gonna conform to your lifestyle.
Dude, the best is-
And the way that you move on from that is just accepting yourself for who you truly are. If you really are confident in what you are and who you are, and I know I'm black, I know I'm light skinned, I know I'm this.
You're Mexican,
You're Mexican, bro.
I'm not Mexican.
Why are you so offended?
End it there.
Okay. Come in. Quick sidebar. Cardi B went over this because people were calling her Mexican.
She's Puerto Rican.
Oh, Puerto
Right,
Rican.
you said, I'm not calling me Mexican.
I have Puerto Rican, Black, and Creole in my family. So obviously, anybody in the world would be offended calling the wrong thing. He's Mexican.
I'm not. I'm literally Honduran,
He's
bro.
Mexican. He's not from Honduras. He's from America, and his family's from Mexico.
No, what the
He wants to be Salvadorian so bad.
I'm literally
But
half
anybody in the world is going to be offended, being called something not
switched it up.
something that they aren't, especially if they're Spanish. I feel like
my family came from Mexico. They did.
yeah, they right there. You did your ancestry. You're fucking from
Bro, I showed you.
Salvador. You're
So we had a little bit of technical difficulties because Rashan can't be yapping and we ran out of time.
My bad.
But
Mr. Yaps a lot.
I warned no, you guys heard me. But that's pretty much going to be it for Strikers Media Podcast episode number 6 now. I think number
8,
6.
9, 10, I don't even
We're going
know.
to title this episode Rashan's Wisdom and we're going to go from there.
It's a great therapy session.
Yeah. Peace.
peace.
So-